Alright, so I was having some issues after I changed the cam. Not seeming to get any power increase with the cam. So I did some research online and I heard that it could be wet sumping. And what's wet sumping? Wet sumping is when oil fills up this case right here instead of returning the flow back to the tank and back and forth. That's what the oil pump does. There's a little O-ring oil seal behind the oil pump that hooks into the casing. And if that's not on there right, then what happens is the oil doesn't return because it doesn't have a vacuum. It doesn't create a vacuum. So I stopped over at the dealership, talked to my local mechanic. I said, is there any way to check this thing before I tear it all back apart to see if it's actually doing it? And he said, sure. And he showed me the little, he says, we don't normally take this bolt out, but if you really want to know, you take this bolt right here out. You have to heat it up. It's a 1/4 inch Allen wrench. Heat that up. And he says, if you get more than 5 ounces of oil out of there, go ahead and tear it down. As you can see right now, we've got way more than 5 ounces of oil. We're close to a quart at this point. So looks like I will be tearing the motor down again, or not the motor, but the side cover, and taking that apart. Obviously we've got some issues. Good thing to find it now. I've put a couple 100 miles on it, but if you run it like that too long, you can bend a crank. And we don't want to bend a crank on a 2015 motorcycle. That's just way too many Benjamins for me. But anyways, it looks like we are tearing apart today, back apart, the cams. Yay.